Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Jennifer Bowman with Olympia Piano, and this video is going to be a tutorial and then a playthrough for Boris Berlin's Essential Daily Exercises for Piano. And we are now on set 18. So there's just 2 sets to go after this video. So the way this video will work is the first half of the video will be a tutorial or a lesson on each of the 13 exercises. I'll demonstrate with my right hand, and then after that it will be a playthrough where I will alternate right and then left hands. And most of the views will be from the above, but there will be some side views if you need to see something from the side. So we're going to begin with exercise number 1. This is a hand position exercise and a finger independence exercise. We want to have a nice firm bridge, the knuckles, so not caving in like this, but like this. Firm first knuckle, especially on fingers 2, 3, and 4. This will be played on the pad portion of the fingers, and it's especially going to work on strengthening fingers 4 and 5. I like to start with standing up into position, so I start my wrist a little bit low, and then I just shift it up till I feel that grip point, and you will feel it. This will be too far because your hands will not feel like they're gripping. This wouldn't be far enough because the wrist is so low. So just gently lift that wrist up. You'll find the grip point. You're especially going to focus on fingers 2, 3, and 4 as you do this exercise. I'd say there's about 3 things to watch out for in this exercise. The first thing is you need to keep fingers 1 and 2 down. So they're not going to want to always stay down while the other fingers are playing. So the second thing is the third finger is going to flail in the air as you're doing this, so concentrate on keeping that third finger relaxed. And then finally, just know going into it that 4 is one of the weakest fingers, so it's just going to feel a little bit different. We're going to have a down, up, up, up motion for every 4 notes. So it should look like this. We'll have down, up, 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 down. See that third finger is not wanting to relax. Then scoot, and so forth. So you're building the 8th notes into a gentle wrist lift. Be mindful not to lift the wrist on the first one, but rather a gradual lift. And then as you go more quickly, it's not going to go quite as high. Here is a side view for exercise 1. What I'd like you to see with this is how to stand up into position and find the grip point I'm always talking about. So we'll get our hands all set. Wrist is going to go under the keyboard and looking for firm first knuckles, 2, 3, and 4. Now just shift your wrist up and you will find the point at which your finger pads are gripping the keys. If your wrist goes too high, you're going to start to feel your fingernails and they'll want to cave under that way. And if you don't go high enough, you're going to feel kind of loose. The right angle, you'll feel the grip point. And that's what we're looking for. So exercise 2 for relaxation, we're working on the distance of 2 octaves. One tip for this, we're going to have a nice kind of flat arc as we're playing this. Use the release to get you in the direction of the next note. So we'll do thumb, finger 2, finger 3. Just dropping. That's it. Exercise 3 for stretching. Similar hand position to the first exercise, so a little bit of a gap between fingers 1 and 2. Again, this will be played on the finger pads. So we'll put fingers 1 and 5 down. I'll call this position 1. This is your natural position. When we open fingers 2 and 3 out, instead of opening like this, causing strain, what we're going to do is we're going to shift gently to the right, creating a U shape right here, and play a little bit more on the sides of the fingers. And notice thumb and pinky, very edge of the keys. I'm not letting my pinky be in here because it will be easier to do the U shape if the thumb and pinky are right at the edge. So here we go. Roll ups on the quarter notes. So wrist roll, roll up, shift, straight, roll up, shift. Now it's going to be the same position, but just a gentle down and up on each 8th note. So down, up, shift, down, up, shift, down. Exercise 3 for stretching. I just want you to see how the angle of the hand shifts between positions. So we start with a straight position, and then we're going to turn and straight and turn. And then for this part, so down, up, turn, and straight, and turn. Exercise 4, for passing the thumb in scales. Again, we're working on the transition points in a scale. So trying to keep our fingers where they would occur naturally, the natural curve of the fingers. So if we're at the top of the scale here, we're kind of doing a little shape like this. This exercise requires a firm bridge, and then this will be more on the tip portion of the fingers. So you'll have these two grip points, the more pad portion, and then if you stand up a little bit more, it's the tips. We want the tip one for this one. So we're going to lock in finger 4, and then the thumb's going to fold under, and we're just going to feel those positions. That's the first part. Now the hand's going to be at the same angle. Now we'll lock in finger 3. We'll have 3 locking in, and then 2 by itself. This one's harder because 3 doesn't want to stay down, and the pinky wants to go flying in the air. And then finally 2 locking down. 1, 3, 4. Lots of concentration in this exercise. So as you see, my pinky is not wanting to relax. Ultimately, it would stay very relaxed during all of this. What's difficult, especially in this one, is when you have the fingers holding down and you have a 2-note thing to play, all 3 fingers are going to want to lift up. Exercise 5 for octaves, I'm going to demonstrate just 1 octave higher. So the first portion, you'll notice we have overlapping 8th notes, and then we have alternating 16th notes. So in these, the left hand is the leader. So the left hand's going to be doing down, up, 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 touch, up, up, up. And the right hand is kind of filling in the space in between. So the first space is an overlapping space. But we're still going to have the rolling wrists in between. Left hand will be louder, right hand will be softer. So quickly it will feel like this. Down, up, 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 touch, up, 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 down, up, touch. So the second portion of this is quick pentascales with the left hand being louder because it happens on the beat and the right hand after the beat. And these are quick snaps of the wrist, so very light and floppy motion, not a huge up and down, just light and close. The other thing is I don't like to think of this second half as a down, up, up, up. It's just a down, down, down. So just a down motion on the beats. So just this. Exercise 6 for trills. Now we're working on the double trills. Nice compact hand position. This is going to be on the tips and using the black keys with a down, up, up, up for each group of 4. So if we're starting with 1 and 3, and then we're going to go to 4, 2. So we're going to feel down, up, 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 down, up, up, up. So I'm going to do it one more time, and what I want you to notice is the angle of my hand when I shift to the next group. Group 1 is going to go this way. So it'll be go down, up, up, up. Now down, up, 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 shift, down, up, 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 shift, down. When you try it more quickly, the wrist motion is going to be smaller and the angles are not going to be so huge. Exercise 6 for the trills, what I'd like you to see is how the angle of the hand shifts between the positions. And they're just slight little shifts. So first we're going to start going this way. And then we're going to shift this way. And shift. And shift. Exercise 7 for repeated notes. We are outlining C chord. Couple things to keep in mind. Item 1 is it's going to be a down, touch, touch motion. So down, touch, touch, down, touch, touch. We're going to angle the hand this way. So the wrist will be a little bit high. If your wrist is too low, then it's all fingers. We want it to feel like it's dropping from the wrist. Drop, touch, touch. And notice when I did that, 3, 2, 1, they all kind of have their own spot on the keys. 3 and 2 can kind of share a spot, and then the thumb's at the end. So in slow motion, it's going to look like this. Down, touch, touch, move, down, touch, touch. So as we go up, we're zigzagging. And as we go down, you're kind of going this way. Like that. Here was the whole exercise. Down, touch, touch, down, touch, touch, down, touch, touch. Then a little more of an angle on the way down. Exercise 8 for double thirds. Again, we want our strong hand position with the firm bridge, firm first knuckle. This is going to be played on the pad portion. This exercise not as difficult as some of these double thirds exercises. So we'll start by getting in that firm position, standing up. We're going to lock in 3 and 1, and you're just going to hold 3 as you play these 2s. And then just what we're trying to feel is the top want to feel a legato between 3 and 2, and then let the thumb gently fall underneath. Exercise 9 for the diminished 7th chord. We're getting used to how these diminished 7th chords feel. That's it. So we have a minor third, minor third, minor third. This one, the hand is going to be at an angle because of those 2 black keys on the top. So it's kind of like this. And as you jump in between positions, the release is going to create an arc to the next place. So you're going to roll up, roll down, roll up, roll down. I like to anchor with 4 and 5. It's easier to kind of feel those black keys and squish on down into the position. So for part 2, we're going to have a large down motion on the accent. So down, up, then make contact, or an anchor. Down, anchor, down, anchor. So there's kind of 2 down motions, but the first one is larger. So quickly, it'll feel like this. So we just want to get used to how all of these diminished 7th chords feel. And I like to just do this exercise in all of the positions, actually. So as a regular practice, you might do this one, down, touch, down, then move up a half step. See how the angle of your hand changes. And then up, so forth. Exercise 10 for the 5 fingers. We've seen lots of exercises like this. This is going to be in a compact hand position, played on the tip portion of the fingers. So we've seen a lot of these in a pentascale. Now this one has a gap right here. So it's a little bit tricky. This is a hard space to have a larger interval. So what we want to do is what we've done before in the past is just shift slightly over to the right. Instead of having this big stretch right here, we're just going to play a little bit more on the sides of the fingers. And when I say sides, I'm talking about 90%. So it's not a huge percentage of the fingertip that you're giving up. So we'll get set, shift slightly to the right, and this is going to be rolling back and forth, shifting the energy back and forth through the fingertips. So it's going to be a big drop on the C. Wrist is going to go like this. So down, up, up. Then it's not going to be a huge drop right here. It's just going to be a push off and change direction. Push, down, up, push. Down, up, push. See how my hand, the angle of my hand is changing? So then if you go real quick, down, up, push, down. Allowing my thumb to travel with the rest of the hand. I'm not making it stay on C like this. That's very tight sounding. This is very fluid. Exercise 10, what I'd like you to see is the push off once you get to the pinkies. We have down, up, push. Down, up, push. And so forth. Exercise 11 for skips, creating smaller intervals. We're going to start with the 10th, 9th, octave, 7th, 6th. feeling all of those different intervals. Very light, very loose. If you are doing this correctly, it will feel like you might miss a note. So very light and floppy. And for this exercise, I like to feel where the top note is and then watch my thumb. So feel. So it's almost like the top is anchored there, but I'm doing that by feel, and then I'm watching where the thumb is going to land for the next interval. Exercise 12 for chords, we're just getting used to the fingering for 4-note C chords. So root position, 1, 2, 3, 5. First inversion, 1, 2, 4, 5. Second inversion, 1, 2, 4, 5. So we're going to roll through and grab the beginning of the next position. So 1, 2, 3 first. 1, 2, 4 is next. 1, 2, 4. 5, 3, 2. 5, 4, 2. 5, 4, 2. Exercise 12. By shifting the angle of the hand towards the pinky, you're going to have this U shape here, and that's going to allow you to more easily find the next position. So let's go through that. So you go. And 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4 again. And then we're going to still keep the U shape even on the way down. 5, 4, 2, 1. And 5, 4, 2. Exercise 13 for tremolos, we're exploring 1 chord, fingers 1, 2, 3, going to a 4 chord, 1, 2, 4. The angle of the hand is not going to be straight like this, it's shifted slightly to the right with a U shape here. And instead of thinking of the accent and the down, up, up, like down, up, up, we're just going to think of drop on the accented notes. The other thing is allow the thumb to move with the hand when we move from the bottom of the chord to the top. So it will look like this. Down, drop, 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 switch, chord. And then quickly. You don't really have time to do a down, up, up, up. It's just a quick snap drop. Exercise 13 for the tremolos, I just want you to see the drop of the thumb. Instead of going down, up, 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 down, we're just going to think drop. Drop, drop. Thank you for watching this tutorial for set number 18. Now, if you stay tuned, we will do the full playthrough. It'll be right hand, then left hand for the entire exercise. Thanks for watching. Here's the complete playthrough of set number 18, Boris Berlin's Essential Daily Exercises. We'll start with the right hand, and this is exercise 1. Down, up, up. Concentrate on seeing if you can get your third finger to relax. Nice firm hand position. 2 more. 1 more. Left hand, here we go. Exercise 2 for relaxation. Light and gentle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that one more time. Let the release get you to the next one. Left hand, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Exercise 3. We're going to have straight, then an angle. Straight, angle. Down, up, straight, angle. One more time. Roll up, angle. Roll up, angle. Left hand, same thing. Straight, angle. The angle's the other way for the left hand. Roll up, angle. Down, up, straight, angle. Straight, angle. Exercise 4. Getting the fourth finger anchored. Thumb's going to come underneath. And we'll do this 2 times. 2 more. Now anchor finger 3, 2, 1, 4. This one's harder. 2 more. And anchor finger 2, 1, 3, 4. Left hand, same thing. So we're going to anchor finger 4, and we'll have 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Now we'll anchor finger 3. This is the hardest one. 2, 1, 4. 2. 2 more. 1 more. And finger 2, 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 2 more. 1 more. Exercise 5 for octaves. Wet and then dry. We'll do each of these repeats 1 time. So we have down, touch, 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 wet, dry. Now let's do that portion more quickly. So 1, 2, ready, go. So part 2, we'll do 2 times slowly, 2 times quickly. 1. And 2 times quickly, quick snap of the wrist. Exercise 6 for trills, we'll do 1 time slowly, 1 time quickly. So here's the first one, right hand. And now let's do that more quickly. Left hand, here we go. A little more quickly. Exercise 7 for repeated notes, consider the angle of your hand. We'll do 1 time slow, 1 time fast. And here it is quickly. Left hand, same thing. More quickly. Exercise 8 for double thirds. Get set in a firm hand position. Here we go. Roll up on each. 4 more. Then legato, top notes. Left hand. Get set in a firm position and roll up. Here we go. Exercise 9, feeling those diminished 7th chords, 1, 2, 4, 5. positions. Here we go. Here's 4 of the 5 fingers, gap between 3 and 4, slight U shape here. Here we go. Left hand, same thing. For skips, we'll do this hands together. Here we go. Little crescendo as you get up. For chords, here's a right hand first. Now a little bit more quickly. Left hand slow first and then quickly. Now quickly. For tremolos, right hand. Drop on the accents, U-shape hand. Now a little bit more quickly. Left hand first, here we go. And a little more quickly. Thank you for watching this video tutorial and playthrough for the Boris Berlin's Essential Daily Exercises Set 18. Thanks again for watching, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this and also videos on quick piano tips, piano literature, and more.